Okay, here we are again. The last stream I tried doing ran into a glitch immediately, so had to restart, change a few settings, and we'll see if this improves things. So, as I was saying on my previous stream, here is your intro screen on TCG World Oasis, the party island. You have a nice looking guy sitting on a log at a fireplace with a lamp over his head, kind of an old style. And this crystal here you see in the middle is the crystal that you will farm for TCG2 coin. Some old style signposts leading off into the distances, and a very nice looking scene in a mountainy type area. I would actually enjoy relaxing there at what looks to be a pond or a river. So this is your next screen. You have a variety of predetermined characters you can choose from. Rather diverse group, very nice in some cases. And this one here is mine. So you can create these characters on readyplayer.me. You can create your own custom character. So let's hop in and see what we got going on. I will be away for just a few minutes. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Thank you for your patience listening to the smooth tunes of TCG World The Oasis with my partner next to me, Unset. Nice to meet you, Unset. Now, let's get on with business, see if we can spawn a vehicle or something, and see if we can make that work. Let me pull up my streaming preview I don't like to do a whole lot of fussing around with that. I just set the title as the time and date, what I'm playing, and let's move on. Okay. Player username. Those guys I don't believe are NPC characters because I don't remember any characters being up on the stage, but I increased my graphics, maxed them out just to see how it is. It looks beautiful, but that's why it's seeming kind of laggy, is because I've maxed out the graphics just to test. So definitely over here on the stage area and the fireworks area is rough on my computer at least. So let's get out here and see if the rest of the world is playable. I mean, that's playable, but it's slow and chunky. So this out here is better, but not great. So let me go ahead and drop that. And graphics. See, I put the graphics on Epic. So you got very high, high, medium, low, very low. Let's go with a high. Chunks load distance 2. Let's stick with that. That improves it a good bit. It's at least smoother now. Alright, so let's see if I can spawn something in here. Let me go with... I've played that car a lot. Let's do one of these Formula 1 racers. And please work. No, it breaks. Oh, come on. Alright, well, I did change some other settings in my streaming, so let me see if I can restart this without killing my stream, because I like to go black. And if the screen goes black, then the stream is dead and I'll have to restart. So, let me restart here, and we'll pull that back up. High graphics play. Good. My email is no secret since I use Griffin21 on just about everything. So, okay, so good news. I'm seeing on my stream preview that the screen has not gone black. The game has restarted and we are coming back in. Start game, choose character, choose server, and we're back in. Oh, hey, comments. Mic is super low. Oh, can't hear me. Oh. I am not sure if I can fix that. The mic volume. I think I actually do know what the issue is, though. I'll have to restart the stream, though, to make that happen. So, let's see what I can do in the meantime. I know that there's another option that I can do to very much boost the mic input, but I reinstalled Windows. I don't believe I have done that here. Sound devices, input, no, don't want to disable. Let me just continue with the stream for now. Let me know if that's any better, and I'll try and work on that in the background. So, I keep trying to spawn a vehicle and it keeps having the crash issue, or the pausing on the resource menu issue. So let me come out here and see if it'll work again. Alright, we're out here at the road, and I had attempted to spawn a Formula 1 car. Ah, good, it worked this time. Excellent. Now we get to fly around these crazy roads in this. A lovely Formula 1 car. Come on, where's your entrance? Ah, driver's seat. There we go. Now I got a little bit better at driving with the some of the other vehicles, so let's see if those skills have come into play here. there is a very good e-brake, so if I need to, I can use that and should be okay. But they've really done on this latest upgrade they did was really good with fixing the road. Oh, nice e-brake corner right there. All right, so for those of you who have not seen Oasis yet, this is the airport, as you can see by all of the planes sitting here. This is where most people will have to enter the Oasis. You can get one of the regional airports in the main game, and when they implement this island onto the main game, you can simply fly over here, land, and go about your business. Oh, there's some kind of a hidden chunk on the ground there. Yeah, this, oh, dang it. Oh, there really is a hidden chunk there. That'll be terrible for airplanes taking off. So I'm going to show you the whole island real quick, and then I will hop on the dragon and play with the rings. I was just thinking would be a cool thing to do. So you come around from the party dance floor, you come around here to the airport. And over here you have the marina coming up next. Ah, okay. The car actually handles really well now. You can see a little bit of the marina right there as we come over the hill. Have to load all the graphics, so oh, we're gonna crash. Okay, there we go. Okay, so does not like the marina on these higher graphics settings. Sounds better now. Thank you. Report the glitch to them. The invisible chunk on the airport. Yeah, that's gonna mess up a lot of airplanes trying to get in there. Oh, the trying to load a car from the resources tab. Yeah, that's been reported a lot, and the next update they do to the Oasis should fix that. So this is the marina by car. I will circle back around and come back through here with the dragon in just a few minutes, so bear with me. One thing I don't like is it constantly sounds like you are skidding on the sand. Oh no, don't go in the water. Okay, so you take this road out and it takes you right to the dance floor. So actually, oh my god, the frames are not great here on the Oasis. That's only because I have my graphics set up pretty high. Try the game. Yes, well I know it'll work better. I've played mostly in the low settings, and it looks even beautiful even on the low settings. So let me see if I can change that on the fly. High. Usually I'd run on the very low just because the graphics don't mean as much to me as the gameplay does, so that should be much improved. So probably the best way to get to the marina or get to the Oasis would be by boat, because the marina takes you right here to the dance floor. Parking here with a nice epic slide into a parking spot. So there's a dance floor over there. From there you take the road right up here to the mansion. Oh, caught some air there. That was nice. So I think maybe they improved the handling of the vehicles in the last patch as well, because this is handling a lot better than it used to. At least the last time. Or maybe just my driving has improved since then. It's kind of a windy road up here to the mansion, but it's a fun road. And here we are at the mansion. I'll just give a nice tour for those of you who have not actually seen the mansion yet. Okay, so front entrance takes you right into the pool. Comment is the roads need to be a little bigger. I think they're okay. Maybe just a hair. Maybe like 1.5 times the width of the vehicles. Right now it's right about 1 time the width of the vehicle. But I don't think necessarily that the roads are the problem. Certain vehicles are meant for certain areas. Like the Formula 1 car is obviously intended for the racetrack. It's not meant for winding, narrow, curvy roads. And there is definitely a difference in the driving style between, say, the Formula One car and the monster truck. In these kind of hilly, curvy environments, I personally do prefer the monster truck just because it's a slower top speed and it's more squishy suspension intended for this kind of stuff. So there is some element of maybe the roads need to be a bit wider, but I think the bulk of the issue is using the proper car in the proper environment. So the pool used to be that you would just walk on top of it. Now you can swim in it, and it took me forever to learn that shift dives you down, and space, obviously, as is typical in games, swims you up. Nice little pool to hang out in. Chairs. Let me just run around inside. Nice little parking garage area. Now that part I would agree with. The scaling. I think the scaling of the vehicles is pretty accurate, but yes, I do think that the plane could be a bit larger, and if they're going to increase the size of the planes, then it would make sense to increase the size of the airport to fit. So that part I will definitely agree with. The scaling of the planes is a bit too small. And in my personal opinion, me being a dragon fan, I think that the dragon would need to be larger. Not too much larger. It's pretty decent as is. Maybe like 5 or 10% larger, just for the effect of its epicness. This is a house. We were just in the living room, kitchen area. Here's a nice little workspace with your second bedroom. Nice little balcony off of here. Something that these hardcore parkour players might enjoy is out here on the balcony. Maybe you can find some glitch in the wall to get up on the roof. Or just get there by dragging. Probably the easy way to go. My personal favorite part of this house, though, is the master bedroom. It's very nice. Its own little bathroom. That's like, nice bathroom. The bedroom, though, is very nice. And I love this deck out front of the master bedroom. Very nice out here. Jump off, go for a dip if you like. And let's see. We've seen the marina, the house, the dance floor. And we spawn the dragon, and we will go for a flight around the island. My favorite part, the dragon. No, that was the wrong button. Okay. So there we go. So now we get a much better aerial view of the marina. So in relation to everything, here is where you start, the dance floor. Oh, absolutely. Looks beautiful. As far as beta goes, I wouldn't even consider this a beta. It's still, technically per their roadmap, there is no beta. So this is still alpha. And for an alpha, this is nice. I really like this. It's a nice casual style. It's not too harsh on the eyes. Everybody will have their own different opinions. There will be many different virtual worlds that exist, different styles to suit the different people. This one I think is a very middle of the road style, which is good for your general adoption and early to virtual worlds. It's a good start. As far as an alpha, yeah, this is quite nice. So from the dance floor, same path we took with the car, come around here to the airport. So much easier by dragging. You don't have to worry about the car sliding off the road. Is this it? No. There's a certain spot where there's like a dip in the road, and it's a nice little alcove to hide out in if that's kind of what you're into. So, well, actually, now that I've come back here, the scaling isn't too bad. Maybe just a hair, 5 or 10% larger on the planes would be proper. 2024 game will be huge and run way better. Oh, by far. 3.0 on the main game is out, and I'm hearing significant improvements in that from the previous builds. So that's the main thing to pay attention to, is that every build they release has significant improvements in performance. Even the Oasis, which is the only part that I have played so far, from their last build, the 1.4 up to the 1.5 build, major improvements. It's awesome. So back on the note of scaling, I think maybe a bit larger, 5 or 10% would be accurate, but business jets are actually surprisingly small. I can't speak from personal experience, but living near several airports and seeing in movies and stuff, this actually is not too far off from proper scale. All right, let's back on this guy. All right, there you go. But nice little airport, just enough to make do for what it is. One of the main advantages of Dragon, which I recently actually tried to do, is to get to those places that you can't get on foot. So you can hide out in those hard to reach places. This is cool. When I first got in here, I thought that these were just random stone structures. No, these are actually, apparently, David's Bored Apes. And there's several others elsewhere that are set sideways in the landscape to kind of look like random stone structures, but they are not. They are all different Bored Apes. Or maybe the same Bored Apes, just dumped sideways in the land. I have streamed on Twitch before. My problem there, though, is that I don't have a paid subscription, and so the videos don't stay. I don't know if they even stay at all, let alone for any length of time after the stream has ended. But YouTube allows them to stay here forever, or, for now, for those people who want to view later. So I do prefer YouTube over Twitch. Nothing against Twitch. I'm just more familiar with YouTube. So here we are back at the house by Dragon. I didn't really show the dragon, or show the house once I boarded the dragon, so it's nice. I'll do a flyby of the marina, since you can get a much better view by Dragon than you can by car. It's nice by car, but you just don't get the scope of it. To see the whole thing is truly amazing. Lots of mega yachts, some smaller ones. There's only one of my favorite, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. So it's actually rather large. The app allows you to stream on all platforms. Oh, see, that I didn't know about. I was not aware that there was an app that allows you to stream on multiple platforms at once. I will definitely have to look into that. If you could let me know what the name of that would be fantastic. So currently, this is the most viewers I've ever had. Thank you all very much for joining. I do appreciate the interactive chat. Live and description are very good. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. And here is my personal favorite, the trimaran. I've always had a fascination with sailing, catamarans, trimarans. You don't see very many motorboat trimarans, or even catamarans for that matter. More popular as a catamaran, but not very many motor trimarans. So this is my personal favorite. I would like it to be in a black color. I like the looks of the black boats over there better than the white, but it is what it is. If I can ever get my hands on a trimaran, I will certainly do so. I cannot wait to, oh dang it, can't wait to be cruising around the waters of the main game with a boat. Alright, so as you can see, swim mechanics work just fine. The only issue here is you can't get out of the water except on a beach, so I have kind of a ways to swim. I probably could just spawn a vehicle or a plane, but it's funner to swim. You can get the marina view of these yachts. They're quite nice. I wonder if I can get in here. No, can't jump out of the water unrealistically like you can in many other games. Alright. So, let me go back to my dragon and finish showing you the island. We've kind of seen everything, but one of the cool things to do, at least here on the Oasis for now, is flying through the rings. They actually do change color. I have flown through all the rings in succession like you would do in a race, and unfortunately nothing happens. Oh, I forget shift is toggle for run. You don't have to hold it. Alright, so finish showing the marina. beautiful boats of all types. They will be nice to have. The water effects, the lighting, the stars, all very nice. Love it. Oh, something I did the other day. You land here on the backs of these using this seating area like a helipad. Oh dang, I almost fell into the water. Okay, so let me swing back to the dance floor and we'll run a race with through the rings and we'll see what happens. Maybe they added some special thing when you complete all the rings. Do a flyby of the dance floor. See if we spot any cars or any other people at the spawn area. Nope. No indication that there's been anybody else joining. Oh, there's a ring, and there we go. Let's see how fast we can complete these. Oh, something that people were talking about. I mentioned in the chats and in some of the previous streams that I think on the note of the planes, it would be incredibly helpful if the camera were to lock to the plane or at least adjust slowly to follow the plane, because the controls for the plane are a little bit different in that the A and D are the yaw of the plane and the arrow keys are the roll and pitch, which is fine. The only problem with the airplane is that you have to then take your hands off of the roll and pitch to go move your camera to follow, and that becomes the problem. If not for that one little part, flying the planes would be totally fine. As you can see, we're circling around the rings, coming around the airport. I was about to try and do some kind of an announcer description, but immediately came to a loss of words. So this is a outside view of the entire island. It's a decent size, and it does showcase all the different features of the full game very well. The graphics, the gameplay, the server testing is the main part. That is huge. They were reporting that since the Oasis has opened, they have had up to 70 concurrent users at once, and they received lots of very helpful server data to then continue improving. So I would actually expect the Oasis to have updates much faster than the full game, and every time they do an update, I would suggest everybody jump on as many as possible and load down the server so that they can get more data and continue improving. Here we are, coming up on the last ring. Or maybe that was the first one, I don't know. And no, nothing new happens. Oh, there's another little detail down here. There's a cute little hangout spot right near the dance floor. If you feel so inclined to come have a casual hangout on the beach, a little fireplace, a fire pit for you to enjoy. I love the run mechanics of this dragon though. That's cool also. It's very well animated. Nice jump. There's a bunch of emotes you can do, flame breath, wing attacks, various things like that, but I do think that they have totally nailed the motions of the dragon. My only disagreement with the dragon is how the saddle sits so high. I think that it should be a lot more flat against the back of the dragon, but beggars can't be choosers. I love it anyway. It's great. Alright, so if there's anything else anybody wants to see in particular, let me know in the chat and I will go check it out. Otherwise, I'm just going to cruise around and show some more overview. Oh, what I was talking about, the roads. The Marina Road takes you straight into the dance floor. And from there, you can come straight up the hill on a winding path. By air, it goes right to the mansion. But by road, you see it has to spiral around all the way around the top of the hill and then come back in here. But from the mansion, it does have a very nice view. No. Oh, on the note of the emotes. The dragon has various emotes. What is it? I think you hit that. No. You can kind of see it. Okay, so there's a turnaround. Wing attack. There was John, I think it was able to hook these up to hotkeys or somehow record the emotes a lot better than this. But see, this time when I click the emote, it doesn't do it. It only does it when I press F again. So I hit F to open the menu, and that's when it performs the emote. Well, that was a different emote. That wasn't the... Oh, okay. So I guess he's just running through all the different emotes. Okay. So yeah, the dragon has a bunch of built-in emotes as well. So that's cool. It's got its own functions. You can make it do its own little thing. And of course, reach spots that other people can't. A nice overview of the party. You want to watch it from up here, listen to the tunes. Go over some of the emotes here. Oh, I almost fell off the building there. This is my favorite one. It's so funny. He does a chicken dance. Is like 2 or 3 different dances he does, I think. So yeah, very expressive. Let's take to the air again. Oh, this is what I was talking about. The bored apes buried in the mountains. It looks like random stone structures until you actually begin to investigate and find they're actually not random stone structures. They are actually stone bored apes buried in random positions around the island. There's the most exposed one next to the airport, and here's a half buried one, but there's other ones like way over here. I think there's one even more buried. Yeah, I see it already. Alright, so here is another one that's mostly buried in the rock, or in the land. But again, once you get the right angle, you realize that's not just a random stone structure. That's really cool. So it's these kind of little Easter eggs here that will be the best part about the main game. It's so massive. Even on this island, you could explore for a good 20-30 minutes and find little details like that. But on the main game, you could explore for hours, days, even weeks and not find these little Easter eggs. It's just so massive. Or like this little fire pit here. You're not going to see that just from the dance floor. You actually have to go explore and just cruise around randomly before you start seeing these kind of things. Sam Banks, you said in the chat, let me look it up for you, for the multi-streaming app, and you said that's it, but I don't see anything where it actually says the name of it. Oh, something else I just noticed here. This is a little cutout in the land that seems kind of suspicious. There's a kind of a deep chasm right here next to the road, and it would be a nice spot to kind of just hang out a little bit if you want to. Oh, hey. On the note of seeing things you don't normally see, I do enjoy kind of breaking games and finding the bugs. So here we go. You can actually see the entire bored apes underneath the land, and you can see how they're set randomly in the land to give their above ground appearances. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't see anything else noteworthy. But anyway, this is a little hideout next to the road. You can just chill here off the beaten path, even though it's not really off the beaten path. It's right next to the path. Restream. Okay. I will certainly look into that because it would be great to be able to stream on many different services to allow as many people to see everything as possible. So yes, thank you very much for that. I will look into that. Right now I am using AMD Radeon. They have their streaming service, and I have Radeon chipsets and graphics cards and stuff, so I just went ahead and went with that. And I'm always open to new suggestions, though. There may be something about the Restream that I enjoy even more than the Radeon, even beyond the ability to stream to multiple services, which that in itself seems extremely handy. So let me go in here to the dance floor. We'll actually get a close-up on the stage and everything. Alright. So, nice sound system, good seating. When they add the ability to sit, I mean, here's how I do it to pretend to be sitting. Come in here, and you just crouch. Gives you the impression, but yeah, it'll be better when they actually put in the ability to really sit. There we go. Sit and having a nice conversation with your friends next to some good tunes, watching some people dance and laughing at their not so great dance moves. It was mentioned that they will eventually have the ability to actually live concerts. Right now it's just a pre-recorded clip, but there was solicitation for DJ artists and maybe do like a pre-recorded session, but it was definitely said that they will eventually have the ability to do real live concerts, and that would be awesome to have, to be in game with a whole bunch of virtual avatars all over the world, all the people that you come to know in the community, with a live DJ, maybe some dance crew here on the stage, mixing up their own tunes. That'll be awesome. Because to be fair, it does get repetitive listening to the same song over and over. Even though this is a decent tune, it gets old. I could definitely see some epic concerts happening in an environment like this. So, seating area, I already went over that. Little boardwalk out to the beach. The fire pit is down that way. And just plenty of space to hang out if you prefer. Come back in here, over to the bar area, more seating. Come over here, grab yourself a drink, a seltzer, hard water, whatever you prefer. They got a good stock. When things like the marketplace are open, you may actually have a job of bartending, where you can come back here, get you a drink. Somebody actually serves it to you in exchange for TCG coin. I could definitely see that being a thing, probably a very popular thing. Hang out at the local bar, have a chit chat with your friends. So this is a more of a close-up of the stage environment. I actually hadn't explored all the way back on the stage. I didn't know you could actually get back there. Uh-oh. My laptop just went to sleep. Oh no. That's okay, I don't really need it. That's where I see the chat though, so I'm going to log back into that. Okay, and there we are back. Okay, so I had not actually explored behind the stage. I didn't know you could get all the way back here to the drum set. That's really neat. Check out the back side of the sound system, see if their cable management is good. I'm an electrical engineer, kind of, by trade, so that kind of little detail is neat to me. And yeah, it looks like they got the cables done pretty well. Make sure their structural systems are intact, because we had partial stage collapse the other day. 50-mile-an-hour winds apparently knocked over a stage and killed one person and injured like 40. It's never a good thing. The benefits of virtual world concerts, you never have to worry about that kind of thing. I appreciate they hit the like button. My most difficult part with the live streams is making myself keep talking, because I'm generally a quiet person, more introverted. So outside of this environment, I don't say much at all. So that's been a challenge to basically speak my mind, speak what I see, explain the scenery, what's going on. But that's good. Helps everybody grow. Put yourself in new environments. Oh, the spatial sound. They were talking about that a few days ago in the chats about how they don't have the live concerts yet, but they do have the spatial sound. Obviously, we're much farther away from the dance floor now, and you can see that there's a much lower volume already. You can hear the music anywhere on the island, which is nice, but definitely you can hear a drop in sound as you move away from the stage area. So that's a very nice feature. Oh, I actually didn't. So running on foot is toggle for the shift to sprint, but on the dragon you have to hold it. And there is a slight increase in speed. It's not really a noticeable increase, but what you do notice is the dragon constantly flaps its wings when you're holding shift, whereas it does not if you're not holding shift. So I guess it would be faster. But cars like the Formula Racer or even the monster truck, I'm a little disappointed to say that they are faster than the dragon currently. There is a good chance that the dragon will be sped up in order to maintain its speed superiority, but those are details that we don't know for sure yet. We just have to wait for the alpha development to continue. Hopefully golds and silvers will get access to the main game here within a week. Hopefully not 2 weeks. We've been saying a week or two for more than a week or two, but apparently the 3.0 release is going very good. So golds and it was actually stated mods are in now, I believe. Diamonds and silvers will be very, very soon, or diamonds and platinums very soon, and then golds and silvers very shortly after that, as long as everything keeps going well. So I got my fingers crossed on a week, maybe 2 at most. Golds and silvers will be into the main game. The full alpha release is not scheduled until around Christmas time of this year, but if the development continues to go well on that, they may back that up before Christmas time. That would be fantastic. Get everybody in. Uh-oh. Oh, I just hit another bug. It won't go down. So I can go up, but I can't go down. Oh no, and I just pressed the wrong button. Eject out of my dragon. That's fine. He should fall right there. There we go. That's kind of a funny thing, particularly when you're flying the airplane. Trying to get used to the new controls is tricky. And so while trying to get used to the new controls, you're kind of fumbling around on the buttons a little bit, and you accidentally hit that E button and you eject out of your plane and your plane goes flying off without you. That's what makes it fun, though. So yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to see here. Just other little quirky things. And well, let me do a little more on the car, because I've... Oh, hey, the C works again. I'm actually going down. Let me pop in the monster truck and do a little showing off of that. One thing to note, when you are spawning things in, the vehicle spawns usually on the right-hand side of your character in the direction you're facing. So in this case, you put it over to your right, and of course it would prove me a liar, but it is at least facing in the same direction that I was. Things like at the airport, that's critical to make sure that you are far enough... Oh, I have just muted my sound. There we go. When you're at the airport, it's critical to know that kind of stuff, because spawning your plane in the right place. Things like a monster truck, you can kind of turn around and get readjusted if you need to, but the airplane doesn't have a reverse. So once you hop in, it automatically begins to drive, or begins to fly forward. So you need to know how to spawn it in the right place. That's where that kind of stuff becomes critical. That failed. I was trying to e-brake into this hangar. That did not work. So this is what I was talking about. The monster truck seems much more suited for this kind of an environment just because it's much higher tires, suspension, squishy. You can see the suspension rolling back and forth. The other cars do well, but I think for the most part the monster truck will do very well. Unless you get to the main road, nice wide, for the most part straight roads, then you can switch out to a Formula 1 car, really race down the freeway and get over to where you're going. Let's jump this hill over to the marina and see. Oh, not as epic as I was hoping, but I stuck the landing. Cars don't care about going under. Oh, that's a nice flip right there. Except it dumps me in the water. Give it a moment, the truck will flip over, and I can at least drive out of here, since the vehicles here don't care about being underwater. Yes, that. Oh, okay, well, there we go. Alright, let me find a way out of here, and we will continue our monster trucking tour. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, that was going to be a nice landing. I would have stuck that too. I think I would have bounced back onto my wheels if not for that lamppost. You pass through the benches. Why don't you pass through the lampposts? So apparently it's frowned upon to be building jumps in here, but I can't see anything wrong with ramping off the built-in terrain. Oh, there we go. Try and circle around. No, not in the water again. Okay, let me go over to the dance floor here, and then I'll circle back around to the... Well, we started at the airport. I'll drive up to the mansion with the monster truck. Just give you an example of the difference between the performances of both. Oh, perfect slide. I have arrived. So the monster truck has a much lower top speed, and it's a little bit sloppy on the handling, but it does seem to grab the road a bit better, and it definitely grabs the terrain a lot better. So what I was saying earlier about there being not necessarily narrow or wider roads, but definitely picking the right vehicle for the right application is key. And of course learning the e-brake, that there actually is an e-brake here, even though it's not a separate button. That comes in handy. Well, that would have been a perfect braking into the garage if I hadn't bounced off the ground. So here we are back at the mansion. We'll go for a dip. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned during this live stream, you can get these custom characters at readyplayer.me. Tons and tons of features to choose from. Go ahead and customize your own character, and then click the download link and copy the URL, which you then paste into the character selection screen here in TCG World, and that will get you your custom character here. I personally went with a dragon rider-ish look because that is the kind of thing that I like. Oh, is there a back door? No, there is no back door. That's one thing I hadn't checked for. I didn't check if there was a back door. There is a couple of different ways to get in. There is a patio door here, and then on the other side of this couch is another patio door, so you can access through there. Or you've got your main door here in the parking garage area. This here is not a door. That is just a... Oh, prove me wrong. It's not a door, but it's a walkway here to the lounge. And then of course you got the main door right into the kitchen, upstairs, dining area, downstairs bedroom. I assume inside of that door is going to be a bathroom, but it is not currently. So this is a 3-bed, 2-bath house. I would estimate, I don't know, 1,300 square feet with a pool up on a mountainside, good views. Anybody want to pay good money for it, you're welcome to. I'm not selling it, but I can quit claim you nothing. If you know anything about real estate laws and quit claims. A foyer, I think they'd be called, or a little office work area. My personal favorite, bathroom. Not the bathroom is a personal favorite, but my personal favorite is the master bedroom, and especially the deck that sits off of the master bed. Something I wanted to check out was the view, not on a dragon sitting on the roof, but it probably has a decent view even from up here. Kind of. But I can understand having that screen there as like a privacy screen. I mean, you wouldn't want somebody down on the dance floor spying up here with binoculars, so I think that that would be an appropriate view, where you have a good view, but it's a little bit private as well, even from all the way down on the dance floor. But I think I saw previously that if you go down by the pool, you can get a decent view from there as well. Kind of. I actually would prefer that view up there on the balcony, but nothing beats the dragon view from the roof. But these are decent views of the dance floor area. Nice little party island area that will eventually be integrated into the game, the main game, and you will be able to get here by boat or plane or dragon. And even here on the Oasis, the separate server, it has already been put out that there will be numerous test events, load testing, and parties. I mentioned how they are planning on introducing live DJing, and that I think will be a huge factor. Start getting some of those virtual world parties and events going with some real live DJ. Alright, let me careen down the mountain with the monster truck. I would like to see if I can make it down without hitting trees, but I know that the chances of that are incredibly unlikely. So let's find out. And here we go. Oh, maybe I actually will miss all the trees. Oh, kind of. Almost made it down. I'll give it a 70%, 7 out of 10. Okay, don't know what's happening there. Okay, I'll take it. I landed on my wheels, so. Ah, the stupid light posts always mess up the e-brake turn. So the roads in the actual TCG world are going to be very much like this one right here. You're going to have main roads, which are for the most part straight. They do have some curves to them, but they are generally straight. And then you'll have a lot of side roads off of those that are like this one right here. Smaller, much more curvy, up and down over the mountains, things like that. So get used to this kind of a thing, because this is how most people are going to have to travel, since dragons are going to be extremely rare. And anything flying will be quite rare, it has been said, so many people will have to just travel by car. Or you can go to your regional airports. You'll be able to teleport between the cities, I believe. So you could do a regional airport and teleport to the city, and then from there drive your car to whatever the nearest attraction is that you're wanting to do. Just enjoying the ambience of the game. Let me show you the proper way to get down to the marina. I ramped off that hill the last time. You could much more easily just drop off that cliff right there, but a nice little seaside drive along the map here. It's not too bad either. Except for trees. Trees are always getting in the way. That was a nice slide right into the marina boardwalk area. Perfect. Enjoy the ambience of the marina. Oh, something I forgot. You have headlights. I always forget to turn on my headlights. Not in real life, but here in the game. Only because you can still see quite well, even without the lights on. I just don't see much point in having the headlights on. Although they are quite nice. You got a high beam and a low beam. You can't really see much of a difference here on the monster truck, but some of the other vehicles have a big difference between the high beams and low beams. Alright, let's see if I can ramp up this hill here. Stick it up onto the road. Oh, not as climactic as I would have liked, but I'm glad I made it on the road. Alright, I'm coming up on an hour of streaming. I am needing to close this down here in less than 5 minutes, so if there's any final requests, let me know, and I will go check it out real quick. Otherwise, I will be ending this in less than 5 minutes. Another drive past the airport. Oh. Don't be clipping through the ground there. It gets kind of dangerous. You take your eyes off the road even for a minute. So this monster truck will come in super handy for exploring areas of TCG World like the volcano, the ski slopes, anything in between the roads that you want to look at. Other cars snag. Oh, I did see some recent photos of the racetrack area. They've really got that area improved a lot. So hopefully by the time golds and silvers get in, we can do real races and things like that. Not as good of a parking job, but here, let me swing over to the dance floor. Why not? All right. Give the stage a little extra light. I wonder if the sound from the game is what's drowning out my voice when I'm in this area. They were saying earlier that I was coming in very quiet, and I wonder if maybe it's the sound from the game coming in. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this tour of the Oasis Island, and I hope to have... Hey, why are you photobombing? Anyway, hope to have access to the full game to start really exploring all that.